Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. We are November 15th, NBA slate today. There's not a lot going on in college basketball, so no place for us there. In college football, not really much there as well. So we're going to just focus in on the NBA today. Smaller slate of games yesterday, but still quite a bit going on. Mavs, Wizards, Indy at the Wizards. Mavs 5-point home favorite. Both teams coming, or the Mavs coming off a back-to-back here. 244.5 total. Woo! That is a big total, isn't it? Anyway, we're going to stick away from this particular matchup after the destruction that was called the Mavs last night, as they got their ass handed to them by the Pelicans. Next game up, though, Bucks, Raptors, and I don't know who just went out. Line just shifted drastically here in the latest here. We did pick this up a while ago. Let's see if we can pick this up here. I do apologize. I was just checking on a couple things here, but that line has went down quite a bit. Bucks were favored by 5. Now the line down to 1.5. So something weird just happened. Obviously, probably Giannis or Lillard sitting out. So on that particular matchup there, we're just riding out the Raptors, we're riding out the fade against the Bucks. Raptors now down to 1.5 point favorite, 1.5 point dog at home. We did get them at 5. We did take the Raptors plus 1.5 first quarter, plus 2.5 first half, and plus 5 for the game. If you don't want to take the Raptors here, I understand, but remember the Bucks have not covered all season long. The only player prop we have in this game is Pascal Siakam over 23.5 points. So once again, Raptors plus 1.5 first quarter, plus 2.5 first half, and plus 5 for the game. Next game up, Celtics 76ers, line somewhere around 5.5, total of 224. These teams playing again. Philly won the first matchup. We're going back to game 2. I think the Celtics are just, they got the 76ers coming off a back-to-back. This might be the time to get them here. So we do like the Celtics in this matchup. Celtics minus 1.5 first quarter, minus 1.5 first half, and minus 4 for the game. One more time, Celtics minus 1.5 first quarter, first half, and Celtics minus 1.5 first quarter and first half, and minus 4 for the game. We also love Jason Tatum over 29.5 points and over 43.5 par points, assists, rebounds combined. So go back to the Celtics we haven't been on the Celtics a bunch, but going to that Tatum well often is not a problem. Atlanta Hawks, 1 point home favorite against the Knicks, 229.5. We are not on this particular matchup, or are we on the next game, which is going to be Bulls hosting the Magic at home, 1.5 point favorite for the Bulls, 215.5. We're not there either, but we are on the next two. Timberwolves and Suns, 6 point home favorite, 224 total. They finally have the big 3 back. So looks like Booker's coming. Booker, Beal, and Durant all be playing tonight. We'll get to watch this cluster play. Preseason, they looked great for a half of basketball. I'm just telling you, until they get the rotations figured out and get kind of used to playing together, it's still fade the Suns, even though I'm a Suns fan. It's just, I wasn't a big fan of this trade. I'll be really honest. I wasn't a fan of the Durant trade either. I thought there was better options. Maybe like trading for a Lillard with all those picks and everything that would have got the deal done. But, but we'll see what happens. I hope success for him. I just think it's going to be pretty rocky road. And then I guarantee you one of these dudes is going to get hurt and miss some more games, because all 3 of these guys are probably going to miss 30 games apiece this year at a minimum. It's just a question of when. So we will take the T-Wolves plus 2 first quarter, plus 3.5 first half, and plus 6 for the game. So one more time, T-Wolves plus 2 first quarter, plus 3.5 first half, and plus 6 for the game. Here's the other thing that we're playing in this game is over rebounds on as many Wolves players as we can find, because Phoenix is one of their worst rebounding teams. So we are going to take Rudy Gobert over 11.5 rebounds, Anthony Edwards over 4.5 rebounds, and Karl Anthony Towns over 8.5 rebounds. So one more time in this T-Wolves Suns game, T-Wolves plus 2 first quarter, plus 3.5 first half, plus 6 for the game. Rudy Gobert over 11.5 rebounds. Anthony Edwards over 4.5 rebounds. Big Cat over 8.5 rebounds. And Anthony Edwards over 26.5 points. Next game up on the schedule is going to be the Sacramento Kings heading to LA to play the Lakers. Lakers a 1.5 point home favorite. Lakers coming off the back-to-back. 235.5 total. And I'll be honest with you, in this particular matchup, we only have one prop, and it is our best bet of the day, and that is De'Aaron Fox over 26.5 points. Is going to be our best bet of the day for the NBA. So we love De'Aaron. He came back last night, first game back, 28 points on his first game back after being out for a little bit with injury. So should be no reason that there's nobody on the Lakers that can defend him one-on-one. And when they go hit the road, De'Aaron Fox is the scoring machine. Definitely a lot more contributors when they're at home. But once they hit the road, it's primarily on Fox to get the job done. So we like Fox over the 26.5 points. Cavaliers, Trailblazers in Portland. Cavs are a 10.5 point road favorite. 218.5 total. We're not on this particular matchup, but I know the Trailblazers are not good, but the Cavs are not the best team in the league. And 10.5 on the road? We might have to take a look at that game. So at the end of this episode, do make sure you check out the Google Sheets, because that line just seems a little too wonky for us in that particular matchup. So we'll give you a rundown, basically everything. Again, we like the Celtics against the 76ers tonight and the Tatum. We love the Raptors to continue the Bucks no-cover streak, as that's been going on all season long. Pascal Siakam in that game. We love Jason Tatum in that game. We like rebounding for the Timberwolves in the Timberwolves-Suns game and the T-Wolves. And that one, of course, De'Aaron Fox in the Kings-Lakers game. So, like I mentioned before, at the end of this episode, in the comment section, there will be a link to the Google Sheets. This will have 4 sheets in there for you to take a look at. We're down to 2 this time of season. Football 22 and baseball 23 obviously are both over. So, football 23-24 and basketball 23-24, which we just went through, the basketball picks, will be there for you to take a peek at. So, get a chance to look at those when you get some time. It'll have the bet itself, how many units, what juice we got those at, and then what book we placed. Also, you'll probably see in, ESPN Bet. We checked those this morning. That just opened in Arizona here yesterday. So we're just kind of getting used to that one as well to see if there's any unique things in there besides weird parlays. Because we really don't parlay very often at all. So as you can kind of tell if you've looked at our previous bets, there's going to be maybe some two-leggers, something to that effect, but we don't really go beyond that definition. So make sure you do check out those Google Sheets like I mentioned. And as always, if you could subscribe and get notifications to the YouTube channel, so when we drop our bets, gets you those first, especially with those notifications turned on. Makes life really easy. Just basically buzz your phone, letting you know you got a new episode of bets from Sports Bets for free, and then it'll give you plenty of time to match them up with your bets and have a profitable day and give you that ton of confidence you need to head into that betting app or betting window to make some money. I do appreciate everybody's support as always, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.